Yeah, I'll drink water. Don't worry. I got a whole bottle. I got a whole bottle right here. Don't worry. Genshin kids get to know this true. Really, Chlorine got assaulted by the Vishap? You're an idiot. They're trying to discuss these uncovered players by saying Chlorine got by the Vishap, so I don't think so. By the way, ex-player, what the f are they talking about? Chlorine got by a Vishap. What? They're trying to discuss these uncovered players by saying Chlorine to the Vishap, so I don't think so. By the way, ex-player here, they leave Genshin, but constantly follow Genshin content to discuss who didn't leave Genshin. What the f do they mean? Huh? r/Gacha Gaming is in shambles right now? Wait, what happened? Dude, I'm also thinking that we farm a bunch of new shit today, and I think we go 4-4-1-1-1 instead of 4-3-3-1-1, because I think 4-3-3-1-1 is well made. I feel like 4-4-1-1-1 is like the real way to play, to be completely honest. At 4-3-3-1-1 is just impossible to play. I'm gonna need to 70 my Verena as well. I already have her. Do I have a lot of level up materials? Because I'm gonna want to level all of them up. Skill match for Yinlan. I should already have enough. I think that's probably the right play. 4-3-3-1-1. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? 4-3-3-1-1 might be better. I have a feeling it's probably marginal. And let me tell you, hold up. I'm gonna explain to you why I think 4-4-1-1-1 is better. Obviously a lot of this thought, full credit where credit's due, is Gotcha Smack. I already watched this video off stream, but there was a very important point that he left out that I kind of, it's like the whole basis for my reasoning. Because he says it's easier to farm, but there's another point that I don't think anybody's considering. It's like 20% damage increase. So here's the thing, do you need that 20%? I agree. I mean, if it's actually 20%, I would love to see the statistics of that. I would love for you to back that up. Like please demonstrate to me how that is possible. I feel like 4-4-1-1-1 is always gonna be better, right? Because farming threes is insane. 10-10 take on 4-4-1-1-1.
I've been seeing a lot of people trying to push for the 4-4-1-1-1 build, claiming that it is easier to farm, it is easy.
4-4-1-1 is a massive scam. Avoid this misinformation right now. I am very, very, very confident I can dismantle that, and I'll show you why. I feel like once again we're gonna have theory crafting wars. I'll probably react to both their videos, to be honest. But even me, like a man who just like doesn't really give a fuck about meta at all, like I feel like anybody with a brain can understand why 4-4-1-1-1 is just way better for early game and free to play. I'm gonna break it down math. I'm gonna break it down math wise. There's a lot of characters where that scenario of 4-4-1-1 is just strictly better. Farming a 3-piece is incredibly difficult. Like it's incredibly difficult. How could the damage be that different? How is that even possible? You're telling me that 30% elemental damage is better than a god roll 4-piece. 60% damage bonus? Yeah, but if you crit, you get 150% damage bonus. So how are we going to argue that people who are casual shouldn't go 4-4-1-1-1 and early game players? You're sacrificing 60% for 20% crit rate. There's a 3% if you crit. You said you can prove it mathematically. 4-3-3-1-1 is mathematically better. You dumbass. No, I can prove it right now. Because all you're saying is that you're wrong. You're a dumbass. This one's better because a content creator told me. So why don't we get into it then? Shall we? This one you should use, let's talk specifically lightning for Calcharo builds. Let's talk lightning. So you use, how? Okay, because you use Thundering Mephis and Tempest Mephis. So how do you lose set bonus? So hold up. So how do you lose? How do you lose it? So, okay, so first thing, you lose set bonus. Really? Oh, you don't? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, first point. Already taken care of in about 2 seconds. Okay, you're losing out on huge elemental damage bonus. Yes, so here's the thing, chatters. Today we're not gonna be, here's what I want you to do. I want you guys to listen, and then once I've explained it, then tell me if you still disagree. Hear me out. So now the reason why this is really good is, one, farming bosses is much easier than farming 3 cost. I think we would all agree, because when you farm these bosses, they guarantee you the right element down below. And instead of having to get the right main stat and the right substat, now all you have to do is just get the right main stat. That's all you got to do. And here's the best thing. You can clear one of these bad boys every minute. And the best thing is, if you bounce between both, you can clear one of these every 30 seconds. Now, let's talk about a big issue that I have on my account as a free-to-play. Here's the thing. As a free-to-play, it is very difficult on the characters that I use to get a crit rate substat weapon. The only crit rate that I'm getting is from my echoes. That is it. This is the only crit rate that I'm getting. Base crit rate is 5%. Base crit damage is 150%. Which means this major increase in damage is locked behind 1 in every 20 hits. 1 in every 20 hits, I can unlock that. Unless I get my echoes. Now, min roll for crit rate, 6.9%. It's 50%. Please tell me you're joking. How the f did Kuro Games let that go to live server? Not a bug, you're just dumb. So you're telling me in every other gacha game where when you do crit damage and you hit them and it says you have 50% crit damage, you're telling me that's supposed to half your DPS when you crit? You cannot convince me that's a smart idea. The 100% is just invisible in those games. 100% is base. No, I get it, but I have never played a single gacha game or any video game in my life that shows crit damage 0% or crit damage 100% base. When you crit, you deal normal damage. I have never heard of that in my entire life. Bro, you're just dumb? Okay, how? I would like for you to explain to me how this is a me being dumb issue and how this isn't confusing as from a player perspective. Everyone in 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 sub was complaining about it early game as well. You're not alone. Oh, I'm fully aware that I'm not alone on this. Kuro Games makes some weird ass choices for how they display their information. Now, you are stupid as holy. Okay, go ahead. Let me know. Are you stupid? It's 150% like any other game. Literally any other game. Okay, like which one? Like HSR, PoE, Lost Ark. Okay. If you're wrong, you're banned. So you're telling me when I log in here, it's gonna say 5% crit and 150% crit damage. So does this mean when you crit, you do half damage? What were you saying, Mago? Oh, f off, you were just talking about displaying crit damage. What the f did you think I was talking about, you dumb f? No, go ahead, I would love it. You were talking a lot of shit, man. What happened? You were talking all that shit. Now you're real quiet. What's going on, guys? Oh, now we can't say anything, huh? Oh, man. Oh, you're gonna go make a Reddit thread and say how I was the one who's wrong and I banned you? Banned me, bald re already literally nothing. Burgett, he's whining. Oh, you a little bit upset? Oh, did Whittle Guy get proven wrong? Oh, man. Oh, what? Whose chat you gonna go to now, little guy? Let's look at your logs. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? At Tectone, at Tectone, at Tectone, at Tectone. Because I'll tell you what, I won't ban you if you just say sorry. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, man, your Hoyo games are your game standard now. Well, hey, man, hey, who's the one who told me to check HSR? Was it me? The thing that you said you're getting angry at me for? I'll give you one more chance. I know you got all this high ego. You got this huge ego. But if you can just drop the bullshit and just say, I'm sorry, we're all good. I'm gonna let you know, Mago, I'm gonna get you cross-banned in every gacha chat. I'm not sorry, you just cherry-picked. No. I did not cherry-pick. You said like HSR. I did not bring anything else. You f***ed up. You f***ed up. You know you f***ed up. And now you're having an ego problem. All you gotta do is say, I'm sorry. Is that, bro, you even got a sub here, bro. You even got a sub. Come on. Come on, man. Just say I made a mistake and you're all good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're letting your ego over gacha games get the better of you right now, man? Ah, damn, that's right. I ain't gonna ban you. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate you. So now that we all agree that he's just wrong, right? We all agree here. We all agree. Okay, you learn something new every day. So max or min roll crit rate 6.9%, right? And then max crit damage roll. Would we all agree that it's 10.5, or what is it? So 10.5% max. So if you run a main damage piece, you get 22%. All right. So this in combined with the 5 means you now have 27%. So this is how much crit rate you would have if you were to only run one crit rate piece, because the substats are RNG. Now let's see how much you could get if you rolled crit rate subs on every other piece. Let's do a very simple 6.3 times 5. Okay, let's get a crit rate sub on every single piece. Okay, you're now sitting at a walloping 58.5. Okay, now 58.5. You might say that's pretty low. Hey guys, I have crit rate on every piece. I'm at 58.8. Okay, so for anybody saying that's unrealistic, that is my exact crit rate. On all of these rolls, you're also going to be hitting crit damage, which means you're more than likely going to unlock, you know, more damage that your crit value is actually worth, right? Because crit damage percent rolls do happen, right? And so we're sitting here at about 204%. So my damage will be increased by 100% if I crit, right? That's what we all agree. You have 8% crit rate in your passive traits. No, I have 8% crit damage. I have 8% crit damage in my passive traits, right? So I have 2.4, and then I have 2.4, 5.6, 5.6. Okay, so we have a total of 16% additional crit damage. There's no increased crit rate here. We're still early game though, so getting a good crit ratio will not work yet. In the end game, you only want to go for high substat rolls, the equivalent of crit rate rolls in other games, which means that your crit rate will be much higher. Right. That's why I'm saying for early game, 4-4-1-1-1 should be the most consistent, because farming the right substats and main stats for three-star echoes is very difficult. So now let's say you do 4-4-1-1-1. Okay? This is mathematical. This is not theory crafting. This is factual. If you go 4-4-1-1-1, even if you get all minimum rolls, that takes your 58.5 very inconsistent, you ready for this? To a 80.5 very consistent crit rate, okay? So that's really nice, because the problem is if you don't have enough crit rate, you're not going to be able to unlock crit damage. Yeah, I agree. I said the same shit yesterday. Depending on the characters, you want to do 4-4-1-1-1 over 4-3-1-1-1. Exactly, right? Like 4-4-1-1-1 is very, very, very consistent. Sure, but you lose 60% elemental damage. That's very true. So the reason why elemental damage is giga whale bait, right, is giga whale bait, because I don't think anybody who's saying to go elemental damage is saying to run an attack percent main stat echo, right? I don't think anybody's saying that, right? They're telling you to run, most likely, a crit rate main stat. Would we all agree? They're saying run crit rate and elemental damage, and that's better, right? And the thing is, yes, it is better. It is better. But the problem is, if you don't have enough crit rate, then you're going to be wasting all of your crit damage, right? And the thing is, you say, well, you only have 50% increased damage on the base. The thing is, that means you need even rarer echoes, because now that means to hypothetically only have 50% increased damage by crit damage, that means you would have never had a single crit damage roll in your entire kit. Would we all agree on that? And that is an oddity, okay? Because now if you do go the I'm going elemental damage, that means every crit rate and every crit damage roll that you're doing is essentially being wasted, because it's not consistent at all, and you're gonna have crazy outliers on your damage. I think 4-4-1-1-1 is just a great early game transition set, with the end goal eventually being 4-3-1-1. Exactly. What you just said is exactly my opinion. Like, this is 1,000,000% my exact opinion. So they're transition sets, right? Like early game, farm 4-4-1-1-1. And then eventually aim towards 4-3-3-1-1. But you gotta understand, guys, you have to understand, I'm 120 to 130 hours in the game so far. I have one functioning 4-3-3-1-1 set. And do you wanna know why that is? Is because I had to do a event where I could pick the threes. I have gotten literally 0. It's because I'm prioritizing exploration. And do you wanna know why that is? Is because I'm playing casually. And that's why I think the 4-4-1-1-1 set is very good for casual players. You literally said mathematically 4-4-1-1-1 is better. You were arguing easier accessibility. No, mathematically, oh my God, bro. Mathematically, farming 4-4-1-1-1 is much easier, much safer, much more consistent for casual players. There is no way I think that 4-4-1-1-1 is stronger than 4-3-3-1-1. You want me to write it out? That way you can understand. Farm 4-4-1-1-1 early game, transition into 4-3-3-1-1 late game. So yes, 4-3-3-1-1 is better. However, I'll be real. What's stronger? Killing someone with a water bottle or killing someone with a gun? A gun. But here's the thing. I don't fucking have a gun on me. So I'm going to make use of this water bottle. It doesn't matter what the best is if you can't get it. Even with bad substats, does the 60% elemental damage do more damage? I'm actually not sure of. Maybe it is, maybe it does do more damage, even with completely substats, but in my mind, there's no way that math makes sense, right? We can watch the video, but the thing is, and let's just say hypothetically, I mean this genuinely. I have not found a single one, like 0, I have not found a single three-piece with the right main stat. I've got 14 onset Electro 3 cost. You want one? Yeah, I saw your tweet, Fob. Yeah, I saw it. Good for you, man. Good for you. How many of those onset 3 costs are you going to use to make it to where you're not 4'11"? Just let me know. Let's hear it real quick. What did Fob say? What did Fob say? I'm 5.8 and a half. Brother, I've met you in real life. No, you're not. You came up to my titties, bro. You're so short. You're fighting to get that 4.8.5. I'm surprised you don't have the decimal points. I'm actually 4.8. I'm 5'8", 0.5324788. Repeating, of course. Bro fought for the 0.5. That's wild. I can go not be bald for 15 grand, and we both know I have that type of money. I choose to be bald. I know your ass ain't choosing to be short. Let's just keep it a buck. I have a beautiful girlfriend. Yeah, so do I. So do I. I went public the other week. I'm not hiding anymore. I don't care. I legit don't care. No, I'm being serious. We actually went public like last week. Yeah, it's your mom.